Freckle Juice begins with a student in class, Andrew, asking a classmate Nikki how he got his freckles. Sharon, another classmate, tells Andrew that she has a secret recipe for Freckle Juice, which will give him freckles. She will sell to him for 50 cents. Andrew ends up deciding to buy the recipe and try it out. The recipe is a disgusting concoction of ingredients that makes Andrew sick. Andrew creatively uses a blue marker to give himself freckles. His teacher, Miss Kelly, gives him a recipe for magically removing freckles. Nikki asks for it, and Miss Kelly explains that Nikki looks good with freckles because they are part of him. The story ends with Sharon telling Nikki that she has a recipe that will remove freckles. Judy Blume graduated from New York University in 1961. She has received many recognitions, including the Margaret A. Edwards Award for Lifetime Achievement, the Library of Congress Living Legends Award, and the 2004 National Book Foundation's Medal for Distinguished Contribution to American Letters. She has written several stories, such as The Tale of Fourth Grade Nothing, and 5 books as part of her Fud series. Many of her books have been New York Times bestsellers. This is a high-quality text because it is a text that makes an impact. Andrew learns that Nikki was right. You are born how you look, and you cannot change that. Miss Kelly even goes as far to say that you shouldn't try to change what you look like because it is part of who you are. Also, the story is age-appropriate. While the issue over self-image is deep and has broad implications, it is handled in this story with a sense of humor and lightness that encourages students to accept themselves in a way that is understandable. Additionally, this story exposes children to the idea that people are born differently. And as we learn from Miss Kelly, how we are born is part of who we are. A challenge of this text is the inclusion of the abstract concept of body image. Students will certainly key into Andrew wanting freckles, but it may take scaffolding for students to answer why. Also, this book is appropriate for students who may just be getting used to chapter books. And while it is not too long, the length may present a challenge for students who are just starting to read chapter books. So, this book has 5 chapters and it's 47 pages long, so it's not terribly long, but it could present a challenge to some of our students. This book is very accessible to students. The sentences are short and simple. For example, right here on the first page, Andrew Marcus wanted freckles. Nikki Lane had freckles. He had about 1 million of them. They covered his face, his ears, and the back of his neck. Andrew didn't have any freckles. And that pretty much sums up the overall style of this book. It's very simple and very accessible. Also, since Judy Blume's stories have appeared on New York Times bestseller lists, her books have a very strong reputation, and so student interest is likely to be higher. I highly recommend this book to students around 2nd or 3rd grade, as it is a great book to get students interested in reading chapter books due to its simplicity.